Millions of people watched in wonder as man first set foot upon the moon over 50 years ago.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
But in the era of space travel now dawning, far more of us are destined to join them. In America's new space age, NASA's monopoly is over. The leaders are companies, not countries, and anyone with enough money can become an astronaut. In mid-2021, space billionaire Elon Musk bought a ticket to space from fellow space billionaire Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic. Musk, CEO and founder of SpaceX, had the Virgin Galactic ticket before Branson's flight to space in July. It was unclear where Musk stood in Virgin Galactic's line of about 600 other prospective SpaceShipTwo passengers. But the ticket itself was an extension of his apparent friendship with Branson that contrasts with all of the sass and pettiness from Blue Origin, the other top space company founded by the space industry's other super-rich billionaire, Jeff Bezos. It was also seen as a friendly endorsement of Virgin Galactic's rocket-powered plane. Branson flew to space aboard his company's SpaceShipTwo spaceplane in a ridiculously extravagant test flight that featured elaborately produced video segments, a concert, and celebrity appearances from Stephen Colbert and astronaut Chris Hadfield. After a successful mid-air launch, Branson and 3 other Virgin Galactic employees briefly floated around the spaceplane's cabin in microgravity before heading back toward the ground a few minutes later. Musk's SpaceX has been mostly focused on government contracts to ferry astronauts and cargo into space, but it had its first private astronaut mission teed up for September. That mission was a long and far more expensive trip into orbit, not just a few minutes above the edge of Earth's atmosphere like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin. Musk and Branson are good pals. The Tesla CEO watched Branson's takeoff in person from Spaceport America. "Thanks for being so typically supportive and such a good friend, Elon," Branson tweeted before the flight. Branson spent his pre-dawn morning before liftoff with Musk. "Great to start the morning with a friend," he said in another tweet. "Feeling good, feeling excited, feeling ready." SpaceShipTwo is a rocket plane that stands at the center of Virgin Galactic's nascent space tourism business. Each ticket for one of the plane's 6 seats sells for roughly $250K, and the company books over 600 passengers, including celebrities like Justin Bieber and Leonardo DiCaprio. Bezos' Blue Origin is most competitive with Virgin for a slice of the space tourism pie, aiming to launch customers to a slightly higher altitude on a totally different system, the suborbital New Shepard rocket. But space fanatics have a reason to believe Branson and Musk are working on something together. The 2 billionaires don't agree on everything, but they are in alignment on one particular life lesson, one that they both learned the hard way. Starting a company is not glamorous. It will consume you, and you'll likely fail, but you should do it anyway. This was not the first time the 2 space explorers shared ideas. Back in 2013, Musk and Branson chatted live in one of the most epic Google Hangout sessions ever made. The session was sponsored jointly by Google for Entrepreneurs, the set of tools to support startups, and Virgin's nonprofit, Virgin Unite. The 2 talked about some of their biggest hardships and failures candidly. Both Branson and Musk had plenty to say on this topic, given that their business ventures almost fell to pieces in the early years. Musk's most traumatic years were around 2008 to 2009. He desperately needed financing for the electric car venture Tesla during the global economic recession. It was the last hour of the last day that financing needed to be closed or the company would go bankrupt, he said. The stock market had gone into a freefall and investors kept changing the terms. Musk took over the reins as CEO and funneled millions of his own money into Tesla. The space battle is getting intense, and a partnership between Musk and Branson will surely rattle some hearts. Bezos, who is currently the richest person on planet Earth, announced his plans to travel to space in an Instagram post shared on May the 5th. He and his brother would fly in the New Shepard rocket produced by Blue Origin, the space travel business venture Bezos founded in 2000. Almost instantly, there was a petition launched demanding Bezos not return to Earth. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, the second richest person in the world, plans to send an all-civilian crew to space by the end of 2021 or early 2022 via his space technology company SpaceX, founded in 2002. SpaceX has already launched NASA astronauts into space, but Musk himself has yet to embark on an expedition himself. This brings us to Branson, the 547th richest person on Earth, still worth a whopping $5.6 billion. Not particularly small potatoes, who took the lead over Bezos and Musk in their long-awaited quest to leave the planet. On July 1st, 2021, Branson announced that he would actually be the first to partake in interplanetary travel via his own Virgin Galactic, which the entrepreneur founded in 2004. So, what's driving the billionaires to leave planet Earth? Should we be worried? Probably, but also it seems they just so happened to both be young boys when Apollo 11 landed on the moon. Both Branson and Bezos have specifically credited the event for inspiring them to pursue extraterrestrial travel someday. And both Musk and Branson suit up their teams so well before leaving for space. Virgin Galactic's stylish blue suits were created in collaboration with athleisure wear company Under Armour. The suits were created with input from doctors, pilots, clothing designers, and astronaut trainers, and tested in labs to ensure the garments would hold up in space. On the other hand, SpaceX is likely the most star-studded of all, as Musk quite literally tapped a Hollywood costume designer to assist in their creation. Jose Fernandez, a costume designer for Batman v Superman, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and X-Men 2, assisted in bringing Musk's vision to life, so there is certainly a cinematic and superhero-like quality to the impressive apparel. And it doesn't stop there. Their rockets too are each unique. Branson and his crew took off in sleek ship Unity, which launched from a mothership named after Branson's own mother, Eve. Unity is carried up into the sky by Eve, then dropped from the bottom of her wing, going 3,500 miles per hour, officially taking off for space from there. Unity looks significantly less phallic than the New Shepard and looks a bit more like an especially high-tech private jet, which makes sense, considering Branson's relationship with Virgin Airlines. Whatever the case, Branson was quite pleased with the design. "I always envisioned as a kid that a spaceship should look like this," he said. "I just thought, that's how you should fly to space." As for Musk, the SpaceX passenger flight takes off in the Falcon 9 rocket, which according to the company is the first orbital-class rocket capable of reflight. Its reusability allows SpaceX to recycle the most expensive parts of the rocket, which in turn drives down the cost of space access. For now, Virgin Galactic intends to make a business out of flying paying tourists to suborbital space, and it wants to ramp up flights starting in 2023. That year, Virgin Galactic aims to start sending customers to space 3 times per month. CEO Michael Colglazier said, "Virgin's current vehicle, VSS Unity, will fly once per month starting in late 2022. The shiny VSS Imagine's next-generation spacecraft will begin test flights in early 2023 and start accepting amateur astronauts in the second half of that year. It will complete 2 flights per month or 1 about every 2 weeks." As for SpaceX, CEO Elon Musk outlined how the company's under-development rocket will deliver a high fly rate of 12 launches in 2022. This will enable the ship to deliver actual payloads in 2023 before moving on to more ambitious goals like sending humans to the moon and Mars. The comments made at the joint meeting of the Space Studio Board and the Board on Physics and Astronomy outline how the stainless steel rocket taking shape in Texas will move from prototype Curiosity to working ship. It's a project that could enable some of SpaceX's most significant goals. First outlined in 2017 under the name BFR, the Starship is a stainless steel rocket that measures around 400 feet tall when paired with its super heavy booster. It's fully reusable, designed to fly up to 3 times per day. It's capable of sending up to 150 tons or 100 people into space at a time. Whatever the future holds, the 2 billionaires are suspected to strike a partnership soon, and it will surely change everything, especially in matters of space travel. What can you expect from these 2 entrepreneurs? Let us know in the comment section down below.